We have a new moon on December 1st, and it is going to be one of the most blinded or blinding new moons of the entire year, to be honest. It's a new moon in Sagittarius, and the reason this is going to be so blinding is because what rules Sagittarius is Jupiter, and that is retrograde right now in Gemini. And what rules Gemini is Mercury, and Mercury is retrograde. And to top it all off, Mercury is retrograde in Sagittarius, so they're ruling over each other. Mercury and Jupiter are standing there together, best friends, looking backwards at the past, nostalgic. But we've just come out of Pluto in Capricorn. We're moving on, we're moving forward. Pluto in Aquarius has started. We're in a new era. We're not in Scorpio season anymore. So there's this feeling of like, let's go forward. Let's look into the future. But this new moon, it's going to ask us to set those goals, intentions, and do work to aim for the future while not being able to see the target. We're taking blind shots at where we're going. And to help with this energy, if you're able to look back, because again, Mercury and Jupiter, the best friends that they are right now with where they're placed at, looking backwards, being all super nostalgic about everything, if you're able to look at the targets that you've aimed at before, how did you get there? What did the shots look like? What worked? What didn't work? And if you're able to integrate that, you're not going to be as blind when you're doing the work to move forward. Because if I'm looking in this direction, I'm looking forward, and it's pretty dark. I can't see anything, but I know this is I've shot at this similar target 50 times already. If you look back at your training, if you look back at the way that you have gotten lucky in the past, especially when it comes to your Jupiter, Sagittarius, 9th house stuff, this is a new moon that asks us to get really familiar. We're not going to be able to do anything really new on this new moon. We're going in a new direction and we have new aims, but the way that we are getting there is gonna be something old, or it'll be similar to a story that's already told. Because like, we can't go back in time, we can't do it again, you know? But moving on forward, moving on up, the way that we're going to be able to navigate that moving forward is by looking backward. Oh, this thing that I'm going through right now, or this thing that I'm aiming for, this goal that I have, this dream that I have, this purpose that I'm working in right now, that looks pretty similar to what I was doing 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 3 years ago, however long ago. So I kind of have a feeling for like how this could work, even though I literally can see nothing. You know, it kind of reminds me of that trend that's going around right now where people are like, last November I was in this relationship, whatever. There's like a last November and then this November. Hope this helps. If you've seen that trend going around, it's like 2 photo slides. It's kind of what this reminds me of. We have to plan for the 3rd photo slide for the future with this new moon, or like in this new moon cycle, while focusing on last November and this November. It's also very much giving, we make plans and God laughs at us. Yep. On a bigger picture, also, this new moon is going to set us up for the season of Capricorn, and this is the first season of Capricorn where we have no Pluto involved in 17 years, which is another blinding factor we're not supposed to know. Isn't that a kicker? Sometimes we just can't know. Sometimes we just don't know. Sometimes we can't predict it. Sometimes we can't see the future. Doesn't matter how gifted you are. Doesn't matter how intuitive you are. Sometimes we just can't know. Yeah. Because Capricorn season this year is going to be very, very different. It's going to be very, 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 and I mean so very different. And this moon cycle that starts on December 1st is still going to be going on when Capricorn season starts. So we just don't know. We can't know because there's a lot of things that are about to adjust, change, and rearrange over the coming month and like over this moon cycle, and then into Capricorn season and in the season of that new moon in Capricorn. I think it's on December 30th or 31st, so don't quote me exactly on that one, but it's at the end of the year. I think it's the 30th, I'm pretty sure. So with all the new stuff going on, keep your expectations open. Keep your expectations open, keep your mind open, keep your heart open. We're moving forward. It's time for us to move on. We also still are looking backwards and being nostalgic while we do that. And honestly, thankfully, like we just went through a whole different transition during Scorpio season. Brand new person on the other side of that. Brand new being. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit of time. We're going to need a little bit of a moment. We're going to need a moment to adjust. Starting really right now, but with the moon cycles, that adjustment starts December 1st. So gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep it up. Keep up your brew. Keep doing what you need to do. Gratitude, reverence, and love to the work that you do. Gratitude, reverence, and love to those who are true. Gratitude, reverence, and love to love, truth, and free. And to the great mother and the great father and the great spirits of love, truth, and free. That's true. And to the indigenous spirits on the land where I am and where you are. That's also true. That's also true. And remember to give some reverence to you. That's true. Give some reverence to the work you do if you really feel you need to. Because I revere it. Let them hear it. I revere it. I revere it. I revere it. It takes each and every one of us. It takes each and every single one of us, tiny little human beings, to do this work and carry the spirit and make the shifts and make the changes. So let there be the rearranges. And with that said, I'll talk to you soon. Probably tomorrow afternoon. Or maybe not. I don't know. That was just a really fancy rhyme. Anyways, I'll talk to you in due time.